Hey, what's up guys out there? This is a absolute beginner's lesson. I'm going to show you three chords today, C, G and D. And so there's a lot of songs that have those three chords in them. And if you've just picked up a guitar and you want to learn some stuff so you can get playing, these three open chords are a good way to start. Just before we begin, before I zoom in, I'm going to show you a couple of things on the neck of the guitar so we can navigate around and we're on the same page. So if you didn't already know, these are called frets. That's your first fret, second fret, third, fourth, fifth, up the neck, right up the neck. And then we've got strings. This is your E string, low E, and then your A string, and D string, and G string, and then your B, and then your E string, high E string. Okay, so those are the 6 strings, and some people make up little acronyms like Eddie 8 Dynamite or something like that to remember them. I just write it down, put it somewhere and look at it so you can memorize it. So let's zoom in and learn these three chords, C, G and D. Okay, so we're going to do the C chord now. Get your first finger and put it on this first fret here. And it's going to go on the B string there. That's the B string. So it's the second string from the bottom called the B string. First finger goes on there. And then you want your second finger to go on the second fret on the D string. So third string down from the top is called the D string with your second finger like that. So again, your first finger goes on the second string from the bottom. That one. Try not to touch any of the other strings, just that one string, the B string. And if you're having trouble, just move your finger around and try some different positions. So that's the first finger, and then the second finger goes on D string, third from the top on the second fret, D string, and then your third finger goes on the third fret on the A string. And with the C chord, we're not going to play this E. So what I do is actually wrap my thumb over and I mute that string there so I don't play it. But when you're beginning, just focus on getting those 3 fingers there and try not to play the low E string. So that's your C chord. Do the G chord, which is this one. So your first finger goes on the second fret on the A string, second string down, first finger on the A string, and then your second finger goes on the third fret on the E string. So that's first finger on the A string, second fret, third finger on the third fret on the E string, and then your third finger is going to go right on the bottom string on the high E. So you just put that on the high E. So that's your G string, those 3 notes. So as I said before, try not to play any other strings other than those notes. That's your G chord. Then your D chord starts on the second fret. Your first finger goes onto the third string up from the bottom, which is called the G, and then your second finger goes on the same fret this time, second fret, the low high E string, the last string. So your second finger goes on the last string, the high E, and then your third finger on the third fret on the B string, which is the next string up from the bottom. So let's try that again. You have your first finger on the third string up on second fret, that one there, and then your second finger on the same fret on the bottom string, and your third finger on the third fret on the second string, which is the B. So this is the D, and you're concentrating on the bottom strings from the D string down. So that's your D. So you've got your C, G, and your D. What's really useful is tablature. I'm going to put some chord shapes on here so you can have a look. just pause and rewind. And I've done a few online lessons myself, and it's a really useful free way of learning. So practice heaps, and good luck, and we'll see you again. See ya.